Welcome to Coffee with the Mayor. I am Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It is our pleasure, our honor to facilitate this event every single month. It is one of the few events that we are still doing in person inside, but we are able to social distance in here. So please feel free to join us. I think we're on the third Friday of the month. Is that the deal? Does anybody know? We'll verify it later. But look online, stluciechamber.org. You can see all of our events, and this one is one of them. We're going to be visiting with the interim mayor, Shannon Martin, here very shortly. But we're going to start, as we often do, with our sponsor. And our sponsor is, of course, Mid-Florida Credit Union. You may know them from Mid-Florida Event Center and various other projects of giving that they contribute to in our community. And today, they've actually contributed this time to an old friend of mine and another nonprofit. Please welcome Tom Jones from the St. Lucie County Education Foundation. Welcome, Tom. And don't worry about the cameras. You can just talk to me.
Okay. Well,
yes.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here.
It's nice to have you here. You've been here with us before, I think, and you're one of the projects that Mid-Florida is very generous with. And so they wanted you to come on and talk about the Education Foundation for a little bit.
That's right. Mid-Florida has been a grand benefactor of the foundation for many, many years. So I just want to thank them, and it's a great organization, and I'm really glad to be back. It's just nice to be here.
So I think last time you were on, we were talking about your virtual event that you did, and it went really, really well. We're kind of ripping that off again for BNI, but I always tell people that Tom Jones did it, and it went really, really well. What do you got going on now?
Well, that's right. Last year, our auction, we went online. It was just fabulous. This year, we were planning a full dinner again. As of yesterday, we just canceled it, so we're back to the online portion of it. So we're going to have an online auction again starting in November. We had over 100 items for the auction last year. We'll have over 150 this year, so it's growing. And it'll be friendly with your mobile device, and you can look at all of the items and bid on them and actually settle and pay online. So that's going to be bigger and better than ever. We're also going to have a Zoom component to our annual dinner. We're going to hold a dinner on Zoom with a theme, and this is all kind of moving very rapidly, but we think we'll have a theme like, I'm going to make it up, but like beach bingo, okay? And we'll have our sponsors and our teams being able to break out into their chat rooms and all. So we really still want to move forward with the annual celebration of excellence in the school district, which is the purpose of that program. And that's our largest fundraiser, so we want to still move forward with that.
Good. Yeah, everybody's kind of having to readjust. We readjusted at the chamber. We were planning on doing our BNI event for the first time in person, which is typically 400 people. I don't think that's going to happen.
Right. It just doesn't feel good, does it? Right.
It doesn't. So we're going virtual with that. So this starts in November.
Starts in November and runs through mid-December. We're going to have to work the dates a little bit, but we'll go on social media and you look at our calendar. So so this sort of starts us off in terms of our annual program.
Your annual program. And what's your website? I have your pamphlet.
Yeah, it's efslc.org.
Education Foundation,
stluciecounty.org.
Okay, perfect. And tell people that aren't familiar with the Education Foundation kind of what you guys do.
Sure, yeah. Well, we've been around 31 years. The Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization for the school district founded by the school board and civic leaders. Mm-hmm. And what we try to do is really link the community to the classroom. We create programs that innovate learning. We power the potential of every child, and then they celebrate that. And just to give you an example, we just launched a new program I'm very excited about. For the last several years, I've been personally focused on early literacy, because we know that if a student doesn't read proficiently by the third grade, they're likely not to graduate from high school. And if you don't graduate from high school, there's all kinds of issues in terms of poverty. So we've backed up and followed the breadcrumb trails to go as early as possible to the kindergarten level to really work with our students on early literacy. And we're instituting a program called Play with Purpose. And it's bringing back structured play into kindergarten. Believe it or not, there are no toys in kindergarten anymore throughout the United States. There was a shift many years ago to go into a different type of learning experience, and the toys kind of went out as a structured program. And it's been proven for over 100 years that if you have structured play where students play in groups and they play with play sets, that it's a pre-reading skill set. It's part of phonics and all of that. And so I started to study this, and I started to talk to the school district, and they said, Tom, we really want the structured play to come back into the school district. So we just raised some money, and this is also the help of the county. The county was very generous in the funding, but we're piloting this in 2 schools. It's already started last week. And we have 17 themed kits. It's like, let's play doctor, let's be a restaurant owner, let's go to the zoo. And each kid has 4 identical sets, so they break up into 4 sets. And then the students, under the supervision of the teacher, with a curriculum book. There's actually a curriculum book with this, and they practice those skill sets. So it's socialization, it's working in groups, it's speaking, it's phonics, it's looking at a book or a toy, if you will, like a cat, a little stuffed animal of a cat, and saying cat, 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 like that, saying the word out. And looking at the book that has the cat picture, that all helps with reading. So our hope is to really help at the earliest level for us as kindergarten, is to help those students learn phonics and learn pre-reading skills, and hopefully when they reach that point at the 3rd grade, that they'll be proficient reading.
Yeah, they'll be
very excited about it. It's a great
You
program.
are very excited about it. It's great to see. I get that, though. It is nice. And you're right, though. I think we've gotten away from the fun aspect of learning to some degree.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's been proven over the years that kids that are involved in band and extracurriculars actually do quite well in school. It can't help them.
Oh, absolutely. There's actually science that art part learning is when the left and the right side brain come together. It's that point, and art has a big play in that, because the art portion fires off certain neurons, and then the learning part takes over. So art and music and play and playing are all part of the learning process.
Yeah, and all kids or learn differently. So you can't just have one, you got to have options.
Exactly right. They found out that if you're just testing in school, the students are not happy. Okay, it's not joyful. So, and this goes back to the 1840s. America studied this many, many years ago, so they know it works. So we're bringing back the toys, and we're looking for sponsors for that too, because the toys are sort of named. So if you're visiting a veterinarian, we want the vets to kind of sponsor that. Or if you're going to visit a doctor or go to a restaurant or be a banker, okay.
So you'll name them, like,
yeah, correct. And these big bins, we'll name them.
The Tuda Fresco,
exactly right.
Restaurant experience.
Exactly,
there you go.
Exactly.
That's a shout out to Joey. I just called him out. So call him up later.
I will. I'll give Joe a call. Thank you very much.
So how can they sponsor? How much is it? Do you know? And how can they? Where do they go to get more information?
Okay, for the kits, the sponsorship's $1,000 per kit, and just call Tom Jones at 429-5507 or go online.
Okay,
at
perfect.
efslc.org.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for being with us.
Really glad to be here.
Always nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. We are going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Interim Mayor Shannon Martin. Welcome back to Coffee with the Mayor. I am Teresa Aronson from St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with the one, the only, the interim mayor for now. Of course, Shannon Martin. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. It's always nice to see you, Madam Mayor.
You too.
And we have a busy day today because we have something very exciting happening here shortly.
Yes. We have the R.D.R. Copus Veterans Nursing Home opening today. Finally, ribbon cutting.
The VNA. So Gus said to me the name of the VNA, the R.D.R. Copus.
Yes.
And I was like, I got nothing. What are you talking about, Gus? But then if you say VNA, which we've been talking about for the better part of a decade probably.
Mm-hmm. Long time.
Yes. Then I'm like, okay, here we go. We're finally opening. So that is a service that has to be vetted and, anointed by every bureaucratic institution in the United States.
Yes.
And we finally have all the appropriate anointments.
Yes. It took a long time through the state to get there. There was a lot of lobbying from our city, from St. Lucie County, also getting partners from around the county to go up to the state. And we were very blessed to be able to get the nursing home here. And so it's been a long time in the making, and there's been a lot of delays, obviously, with COVID and other materials and things, but we're finally here.
Yep.
And finally get to open it and tour it today.
Very good. I'm not going to miss my opportunity to tour it. I mentioned I don't think I got an invite, but I'm still going.
You should come.
I'm going to go. I want to see it because soon it will be filled probably to the rim.
Oh, yeah. I'm
And
sure.
I'm not going to be able to wander around in there ever again. So I'm going to go.
Great.
Good. We'll both do that. So we have to make sure we get out of here on time because I need to make sure you get out there in time. What did you bring for us today? A couple things you want to talk about.
Yeah, so I'm really excited because as you know, as a lot of people know, Port St. Lucie Boulevard South has been a very long time in the making. And so last Monday night, we finally approved the first contract, which will be the first segment from Gatlin to Darwin. So we're going to see improvements there. We're going to see a second turn lane from Gatlin, from PSL Boulevard onto Gatlin. It's a left turn lane going northbound. There'll be an additional turn lane southbound on PSL Boulevard onto Darwin.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
And there'll be
one there.
more intersection improvements there to link up for the widening, because the next phase is going to start from Darwin to Alcantara this winter.
Okay.
DOT is controlling that project, but the construction funding is there, and that'll be starting. And then once that is done, they'll immediately go into Alcantara to Par.
I cannot wait for that. You and I both live out that way. So we realized the need. But yesterday, oddly enough, got caught up in a road rage incident. Not towards me. I wasn't a part of it. But the guy cut the other guy off in front of my car. They all got out, started fighting in the middle of the street.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And I couldn't move because the truck that cut off the black car cut me off too. And I'm just sitting there going, okay, and I'm not going to say anything. The mother in me wants to say, Ray, just calm down. Yeah, exactly. But there was no chance I was getting out of my car. But that's how bad it is down there. I mean, that traffic in between Gatlin and Darwin is just constant
very rough
congestion. And cooler heads don't always prevail. And yesterday was very scary. I called my husband and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to get out of the car and I can't move.
Right. You just got to sit there and
I hope these people calm the heck down.
Right.
But just for the record, the white truck was right. That black car was gonna be in a jerk. Just saying. If they're watching, I'm on your side, white truck.
Yeah, it'd just be nice if everyone has just calmed down a little, have a little bit more
Yes.
patience. I know it's crazy out there right now, and there's a lot of things going on in people's mind, but we really have to remember to be respectful of other people and to have some patience.
Be kind. I know we're all on a little short fuse. We're all right here. It's been a rough couple of years, but duking it out in the middle of Port St. Lucie Boulevard is not going to save you.
Definitely not. Absolutely
Okay.
not.
So there's my PSA for today. I feel like I always have a PSA. But yeah, that's exciting.
It really is. I mean, it's like I said, it's been a long time coming, and residents have been waiting very long, 10 years. This is like 10 years in the making, so we're really thrilled about it. Also, on Monday night's meeting, we have several water quality projects, stormwater projects going on around the city. Our stormwater master plan has over $131 million worth of projects that need to get done over the next 10 years, 10 to 20 years. Some of them will probably take longer. But we have been very successful in the city of getting grants for water quality. And we're very proactive, so we have a lot of shovel-ready projects ready to go, and that really helps us be able to get the grants. So we approved over $1.5 million in grants that we are getting for water quality projects. One of them is going to be in the Sandpiper area for the around the Saints with the drainage basin there.
Yeah.
And so we're really happy to be able to receive those grants.
I feel like the city of Port St. Lucie has been very proactive in the water quality game, even though I like to let people know for their own edification that we don't have discharge running through St. Lucie County. When Okeechobee does their discharges, that's the C-44, which is south of us. But we are affected by that because it certainly backs up there at the St. Lucie River. But we also have limited control because I think there's some misinformation out there of what waterways the actual city council controls. And help us out with that. For those people that are watching, like we don't control the canals.
We do not.
We have no authority over the
No,
canals.
we have to partner with South Florida Water Management. We have to partner with DEP for all of these projects and work with them because they are in control of all that.
They are. So we can't decide what happens within them. I mean, that is out of your jurisdiction, realistically.
We have to apply, we work with them when there's projects that have to be done to help make improvements. We have to get the permitting and go through that entire process with those agencies.
Yeah, because we do have drainage systems that we control, like your
Yes.
drainage ditches that may, hook up with some of these canals. So it's a combined effort in that instinct. But the actual C-23 and 24, we don't have jurisdiction over.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Because sometimes when you're in this position, you hear a lot of different things and opinions, and you just want to make sure that what people are talking about is true, and is something within your authority as a council.
And speaking of water quality, one thing to look for in the next couple of months is we have McCarty Ranch, our water quality project. We have phases 1 through 3 complete. So we're going to be doing ribbon cutting probably in late October or November.
Okay.
Invite everybody out to see the progress that's been made there and take a look at what we're doing. And it's really exciting because
is.
that is another project where we've been very lucky to be partnering with the state and other agencies and have received a lot of grants for.
Yeah, it takes a village, especially when you're dealing with water. There's a lot of people that have a piece of that pie. But that McCarty project is been a long time coming, and that is designed to help filter the water that does come through the C-23.
Yes, once it's complete, there's 7 phases, and once it's complete, we'll be able to take over 8 billion gallons of water out of the canal, take out the bacteria, the nitrogen, the phosphorus, store some of it for future water supply, and then put it back into the canal clean to go out to our estuaries.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It is.
I know. What else was I going to mention? Oh, darn it, I've lost it. That's okay. So what else do you have for us?
So as we know, COVID is kind of back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
So we are again partnering with Dr. Mark Paymer and to do points of distribution for our COVID vaccines. There's one coming up at Kaiser. We have another one coming up at Temple Beth El, Israel. All these will be on our website. So if anyone out there still wants to get a vaccine, it is available to them. We have, with the issues that we're having with our solid waste and our yard waste, this is an option for our residents only. I don't want anyone to think that that
what you have
service
to
is
do.
stopping.
Yeah.
But we have 4 bulk waste collection sites / yard waste collection sites. If anyone has any of these bulky items or their yard waste and they choose to bring it for disposal, they can go to Sportsman's Park, Whispering Pines Park, Mid-Florida Credit Union, or Cashmere and Crosstown.
The credit union or the event center?
I'm sorry, the event center.
Because if they pull
Mid-Florida
up
Credit
to May
Union
Lynn's
Event
office
Center.
with their yard debris, she's not going to be happy about it.
Mid-Florida Credit Union Event Center.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
I knew what you meant, and I
Yeah.
imagine most people did, but just for those that don't, they think they're going to just go through the drive-through at the credit union and be like, take this.
I have it written down, so make sure I didn't miss one of them, and that's what I have written down here. So
We're so used to saying credit union,
Yeah.
though, for sure. So this is optional. You don't have to do it because
No.
everybody's going to be like, I can't do,
Exactly.
You don't have to. But the reality is there is a nationwide worker shortage. And Waste Pro is not, relieved of this issue. And so it also causes issues for us as citizens. So it's just one way. My husband has a pickup. If I have some yard waste, I'm willing to do my part and throw it in the back of his pickup and take it there. But not everybody does. But everybody that can do it, if you might be helping your neighbor that can't, right?
Absolutely. And I have to say that they have a brand new manager. And Mr. Blackburn and I met with him a couple days ago, and he's got many great things planned to speed up operations. They are hiring more workers. They just hired 17 more workers. They're hiring supervisors.
Good.
So they have some plans in place to improve service. They have one third-party yard waste hauler. They are looking to hire more. so to help us out. And then even our neighborhood services team is going out with our trucks and helping to pick up the waste. And on Monday, they informed us that they have several more trucks coming and several crews coming to help as well, to pick up some of the stuff that's been out there a little bit longer than it should.
Good, good. What a great side gig too, though, for people with pickups. I need to talk to my husband. We need to start going around picking up waste for people.
Yeah.
But so another PSA: do your part if you can.
Yeah.
We get it. We know that the city is contracted to get our yard waste picked up, but we all are in this together.
We are in together, and we'll just keep working through it together. Absolutely.
Good. Which COVID shots you said were where again?
There's going to be on the 10th at Kaiser on September, the 17th at Temple Beth El Israel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good, good. And I know the county has opened a Regeneron
Yes,
site
that just
at the
opened
Fed
this
Center. It is a treatment for those that have contracted COVID and are early on in their symptoms and diagnosis. The Regeneron has helped some people, so I'm not going to, we get into this all the time, like it's your choice. If you want to get the shot, if you don't want to get the shot.
Right.
All I can say is I have, personally experienced an office where every single one of our unvaccinated employees were infected and not one of our vaccinated employees were. So whatever your viewpoint is, I can say that I think there's a little bit of proof in the pudding.
Yes, sure.
So, but it's your choice. I'm
your
not
choice.
trying to tell you to go get a shot. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
hey, make your choice.
exactly.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. And we're seeing the numbers go up for people that are getting shots. So, so that's good too.
Absolutely.
All right. I think we covered that. Regeneron, shots, yard waste, water quality. We've just solved all the world's problems in 15 minutes. Shout out to Greg Orvek. It can be done. He's not watching this, but I wish he were, to be honest with you.
Well, sometimes short and sweet is.
It's okay, yeah, because I know you have something you have to do. Do we want to take questions, though?
Sure. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to.
I mean, we actually have like a smattering of audience members, which I'm happy to see. Frankly, this is more than we've had in a while. No? Nobody wants to ask any questions? Avi's got the mic for you. We're all ready. Okay. What about Facebook? Do we have any Facebook? Nobody's asking questions on Facebook? Huh. Oh, I don't think we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
We are? Dang. People are so agreeable. What's happened?
I don't know.
I like it. I'm not going to press my luck. Yeah, me either. Oh, they're already answered on. Okay, very good. Well, geez, Mayor, that was quick and easy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm happy to be here always.
That just came in.
Oh, okay. See, I pressed my luck, and
Yeah.
now we've got a question. Wait, did we vet the question though, or are we vetting that now?
It's about boosters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're asking when will the boosters be available?
Not that Shannon decides. That is not under. Yeah. So, the question was, when will the boosters be available? But that's for the federal government to decide. But
I think that
the
they have been approved, but
Or
I don't
the-
know as far as our vaccination clinics, if they're administering those or not. I'd have to find out and get back to that individual, let them know.
yeah, are they available at your city run? Yeah.
Right.
So the news indicates that the compromised, immune compromised, are good to go, and then September 20th for those 8 months and out from their last shot. It looks like that's going to be the time frame, but we're not sure if they're doing boosters yet at the city-run vaccination
I'm not
sites.
sure. I'll have to check with our staff and see.
Yeah, we'll let that person know. All right, good to go.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, with that, I want to thank everybody for coming. We got coffee and coffee cake, more importantly, back at Coffee with the Mayor. So don't forget that. And everybody knows that's my favorite coffee cake in the world. Yes, so.
With the crumb topping.
Yes, see, you know it. I talk about it a lot on this show.
that.
You do?
I do. Yep. All my friends love it.
Really? Because I love this one a lot. I like
Make you one.
stuff them in my purse and cups and Tupperware. All right.
I'll have to make you one.
All right. I look forward to it because it is my favorite.
Okay, awesome.
Well, thank you everybody for coming in. We appreciate it. And those of you watching on Facebook, we will be back next month with coffee and coffee cake.
Awesome.
And we hope to see you then. Have a great day, everybody.
Great day.